if you don't want to see the connection on all that, you don't, and that's fine. But taking this just local, now with some of the theories. Fireworks? Seriously? Yeah, I think that anyone with half a brain can rule that one out. Especially when you look at all the other evidence and facts that go into this, and the radar information that came out, and all that. I want to point a few things out on the phosgene theory that's running around. Everyone's so sure that it's this phosgene because it's a fit, because of the whatever that happened with Wheeler, and because the symptoms seem to fit. Those symptoms fit with a lot of different things, people. Don't buy into everything. Was Wheeler's death related? I don't know. It very well could have been. He was a biological chemical weapons person. They had aerial spraying planes, Pine Bluff Arsenal, Arkansas. You know, they had all this phosgene in Iraq and Afghanistan, and when Obama took office, they moved it back here because of whatever. But they used it as a test site for spraying dispersants. 63,000 metric tons reported of phosgene moved from Iraq to Pine Bluff. Okay, now the problems that I have with connecting phosgene to all these bird and fish deaths, right? Phosgene is sprayed as a dispersant. As a dispersant, it should not be dense enough to show up on radar. If you have not seen the radar pictures yet, people, of what was taking place over Beebe, Arkansas on New Year's Eve, the night that all the birds died, you should look that up. Dispersant's not going to do that. If you would have picked anything up on radar from the dispersant mess, you would have picked up, you know, maybe a plane or something. If it was that attuned, this was supposed to be a very complicated radar system that would pick anything up. You would have seen it being sprayed, maybe. I don't know. This thing was sitting still, whatever it was. They made big notes in the media, and then you didn't hear anything about it. It was just, you know, one airing from a local station. Nothing on the mainstream. Now, if it was phosgene exposure that killed the birds, it should have killed cats and squirrels, and we haven't found any of those. You know, it would start showing up in humans in a week or two. Alright, so we can watch for that. Geez, hope that doesn't happen, huh? Yeah, the symptoms fit for phosgene, which is why I'm sure they came up with this story. But these are also the same effects as Corexit 9500. Same as 100 other chemicals, same effects as can happen with frequencies, and we're talking about magnetic and sound. Any heart believers out there? I don't know, I can't prove it. Even if a plane that was spraying this stuff didn't show up on the radar, okay, very well could not. You know, they gotta use like a KC-767 tanker version to spray this stuff. So, wouldn't somebody hear the plane? I mean, there's always somebody outside. There's always someone that's gonna question something, you'd think. I don't know. And let's suppose there was a phosgene leak, which would mean they accidentally loaded up a plane and sprayed this chemical that wiped out the first round of birds. But then there was a second leak, another plane accidentally off course, that dropped the chemical in the Arkansas River, as they were claiming, some theorists are claiming, which wiped out the fish too. So what about Louisiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Florida, Arizona, Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina, and the list goes on and on. I already gave it to you. So would that mean that the international cases, did we accidentally drop phosgene in Sweden and Brazil and China and Russia and the UK? This is not adding up. Get off the phosgene kick and keep looking, people, because not 10 days, this many incidents tell me they're not connected. Please try. My guess is the phosgene is their weather balloon story. It is their swamp gas theory that they want to get out there, and people are buying it. People didn't buy the fireworks one, so they had to come up with something better, didn't they? They're watching what we're doing, you know. Carney and Sam, you know, a couple people that I consider respectable researchers. I like their information. I don't always agree with them, but they have really great ideas, and I agree with them a good percentage of the time, and it gives me a place to start with my own research and verifying stuff, and most of the stuff they say I can verify, if not all. CNN threw them up on TV when they were talking about theories for this. They didn't even use what their thoughts or real theories were. They threw them up there to make mockeries of them. Whoever is the big money is behind CNN doesn't like them very much. Unfortunately, it appears to have backfired, because now they just got publicity from people that don't believe the mainstream media, don't like the mainstream media, and so on. And I think that's great, because maybe these people will step up and start researching themselves. So, what are my theories on this? I don't know. There's a lot of good material out there. There's a lot of good thoughts out there. Unfortunately, I think that unless something can be given to me, proof positive, in the next month on what this is, we're going to have to wait and see if this starts affecting the dogs and cats that ate the birds, if this starts affecting people. You know, with Corexit type stuff, people that were working down in the Gulf cleanup, they had internal hemorrhaging start up anywhere within a couple weeks of working there to a month to 6 months of working there before symptoms started showing up. Is the government trying to do something to us? Is this something that we need to be worried about for us? I don't know. I'm not going to rule it out, so I'm going to be as prepared as I can. I hope y'all have your food and water stocked up, just in case. I would rather have it left over and have nothing happen, and know that my family is prepared if something does. If it doesn't, I'll have food and water for in a couple of years when I'm broke from whatever economic woes we're going through. I do have to address that I've heard a lot of people chatter about how the dead birds are only being found on the side of the road. Alright? That is very inaccurate. The reason that so many birds were out on the road is because people were clearing their yards and they did not know what to do with these animals. So they threw them over their fences or got them just off their property line for workers to clean up. Okay? That is why they were found, in some cases, in piles. That's not natural, people. Are you serious? The dead birds have been found on rooftops. They've been found in yards, all over the place. So please don't stick to that. Don't stick to these were placed there or these were roadkill. No. Well, I'm going to work on the map today, and when I get the link up, which will include animals from 2010 and 2011, if anyone has verifiable information to get to me on other incidents, I would appreciate it getting sent in, including links to that verifiable information and what the animal was and the date that it actually happened, because we don't want to be bringing up stuff that came up on a YouTube video in 2009 and it being posted in 2011 and saying that it happened in 2011. I've seen a lot of that. And people need to be careful about what information they're spreading. I know that a few researchers have been called on it, and verify. That's all I can say for now. So, God bless all.